Hey everybody, it's Kim Dahnke, the Shibboleth new member, fast track instructor. I'm so glad that you're here with me tonight. So it's Thursday, and if y'all joined me on Sunday night and you got started on Monday, this could be your fourth perfect day. Let me know if y'all have had 4 perfect days. And when you hop on here, please tell me where you're from, how you heard about Shibboleth. Just chat with me a little bit. Do you know one of the best things about this lifestyle is that we do get to know each other via technology. So if you're on Facebook, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're a member, please tell us how much weight you've lost. It always encourages each other. You can hit that share button on Facebook. That really helps. And if you're in the Zoom room, please set your chat to everyone and then say hello. Hey, Pat, glad you're here. She's chilly outside, she says. It has definitely gotten cold. Douglasville, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm over in Kennesaw, so it's about the same temperature. It has definitely gotten colder, and I did not enjoy today because it was gloomy, and I like sunshine. So who else is on here with us tonight? Let me know if you've been here with me all week. Hey, Angelia. Hey, Denise. Denise, where are you from? Okay, Pat, they are recorded, so you can go back and watch, or you can just make your way back around again. Denise, oh, you're from Kennesaw. Awesome. How'd you hear about Shibboleth? And I don't know if you know, but we've got a store in desktop co-working space, which is at the corner of Giles Road and Old Highway 41. Hey, Jennifer, good evening from Pensacola. I love Pensacola Beach. We had 2 vacations in a row get ruined. One because of COVID, one because of a hurricane. So now we have another plan scheduled to come to Pensacola Beach. Gotcha, Denise. Awesome. Well, we're glad that you're here. We also welcome you to come to class on Monday nights at 6 and Saturday mornings at 10, if you think that would be helpful to you. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go to fast track. And tonight we're going to be doing lap 5. Lap 5 is all about those things that kind of remind us of eating chips or cookies or cakes or Pop-Tarts, but that'll help us, not hurt us. Or it's about those little things that we can eat that will help us get through a moment of weakness, those type of things. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, I kind of jump around in the way that I go over this each week so that it doesn't get monotonous. I was hitting void replacements early on, then I started with meal replacements. I'm going to start with freebies tonight. So as you're aware, if you're living the Shibboleth lifestyle, we have up to 6 holidays in a calendar month if you're in weight loss mode. If you are in maintenance mode, you can use up to 12. But in fast track, I just focused on 6. Okay, so you can use up to 6 holidays. Now, there are certain things, though, that you can use like a freebie, an extra, or a snack to keep you in EFB so that you don't have an unplanned or unwanted holiday. Let's see, Teresa, I've lost 30 pounds since July in Panama City, Florida, and learned about Shibboleth from Erica. That is awesome. Congrats, Teresa. Yay, that's wonderful. We got Denise with 37 and Teresa with 30. So that's awesome. Good. Thank you for sharing. So these are some of those things that can be used. But what I love the most about this lifestyle, and it might sound silly, is that you're welcome, is that I get to eat things that are chocolate. I get to eat things that are chips. I get to eat these things but I still lost weight, and I'm still maintaining the weight loss, and I still get to eat things that I remind me of, you know, those fun things I like to eat. And they're still fun. But I still eat those other things on the holidays too. It's just that on perfect day, I don't. So let's have a look at those things. When you're following the shield, if you needed to have freebies during the day, you could do that. Freebies are just that. You can eat them freely whenever you are hungry throughout the day. But listen, what we really need to do is we need to tell that hunger off, and we need to get through that hunger so that we can train our body not to be like hungry all the time. Okay. But if you do have a legit, I cannot make this time of hunger, freebies really your best route to go. Category 2 vegetables are freebies, and there's lots of other things, but check the list and our recipe library. We even have some recipes that are considered freebies. So we're going to click right here, but I like for people not to think of these as unlimited. I really want you to learn to not graze. And if you think of those, ooh, they're unlimited, I can have as much as I want. Well, then you're just grazing. Thank you, Patty. Thank you for sharing. So this guy right here, he grazes the cow, but he's got a stomach designed for that. We don't. So we don't need to be grazing. Okay, but here's the freebies. And just this is basically Denise says celery sticks when necessary. That's right. That's right. I would totally agree with you. Celery sticks when necessary, because that's a good one to chew on. Lots of digestion going on there. That's a negative calorie meal for sure, because the calories are negligible, and then the amount of energy that it takes to break down those celery sticks in the digestive process is going to be a negative calorie. So there's some freebies that are better than others, and a celery stick is one that's better than some others. Okay. So first of all, we are in the food library, just to remind you. And if I wanted to find this freebies, I could just come down here and click on freebies right there. So I've hearted some things, and in this freebies category, you're really going to find a lot of little random things too that you can use. For example, 0-calorie sweetener. They're just showing you it's a freebie. 0 to 5 calorie beverages, any brand, they're a freebie. Then Acorn Squash. Now, Acorn Squash is really a category 2 vegetable. So all of your category 2 vegetables are freebies. But remember, what we don't do is we don't add freebies to meals. You would call that a category 2 if you're eating it with a meal. And the reason we don't add freebies to meals is because it's going over your portion amount. You still have to meet your portion guideline for the meal. So if you're using something that's called a category 2 and a freebie in a meal, it's called a category 2. You're only eating that freebie in a moment where you feel like you're going to give up if you don't eat something. So I really like this AHS chicken bouillon, and I'll show you what it looks like. AHS stands for Advanced Health Systems. It's just a product that is specifically made for weight loss. But the reason I like to have this one in my pantry is because if I'm not wanting something sweet, this will give me something more savory. Hey, Debbie. Debbie made the tailgate chili tonight, 6 + 1 + 2. Delicious. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us. Tailgate chili, if anybody wants to write that down. We've got a good positive feedback on that recipe. This can be a category 2 or a freebie. And if I'm wanting for something like I'm home late, I want something warm, I want something savory rather than sweet to make me feel like I really ate something, this will do the trick. This will make you feel like you ate something because of the taste bud situation. There's a couple of recipes that use that product as well, and it's available at Shibboleth. Okay. And then right here, all category 2 vegetables. Mustard is a freebie. Most mustard. I mean, there's some mustards that are 5 calories, and if I was going to use it as a condiment, I would include it in my calories, but 0 for sure is a freebie. Approved seasonings, they're freebies. Asparagus is a freebie. Bell peppers are a freebie. Now, remember though, who wants to tell me, if you're eating it with a meal, do you call it a freebie? do you? Y'all. Nope, that's right, Patty. And do you add, that's right, Denise. Do you add freebies to meals? That's right, Denise. You'd call it a category 2. That's right. You do not add freebies to meals. They are eaten separate from a meal. Let's even say that you've eaten your meal and then give yourself 30 minutes. You know, sometimes we eat those meals and they're so good that we're full, but our mouth says, I want more of that. Well, we have to physically say in our head or mentally say in our head, no, I've eaten my portion. Let me put that away and move on. And then if 30 minutes later, you're legit still hungry, then you could have some more freebies if you wanted to. Not a whole meal. You could have some more freebie if you wanted to. Apple cider vinegar is a freebie. Broccoli is a freebie. Butternut squash. Now, when it has carrots right there, let's click on this one because this one's important. Cooked carrots are a category 3. Do you see right there? Category 3, ding, ding, ding. Carrots must be combined properly, but something can also be a freebie. So, how can it be a thing that you really need to be careful about and be a freebie? How does that happen? So let's scroll down here and look. Have a small amount added to a recipe as a condiment, a 1/4 cup. Now, that's what I said on Monday night. I said, if you have a 1/4 cup of a category 3, you got to call that a category 3, not a condiment. And you've got to have that with a lean protein and a fibrous carb. But look right here. You can have those raw baby carrots as a freebie in between meals if you get hungry. It is best not to have more than 1 cup when you're having them as a freebie between meals. I usually just say a little palmful because honestly, if you're nibbling on those, it could take some time and you might not need a full cup. That's a lot. So we've got carrots there. I'm going to click on show more. Cucumbers was one of my favorites. Actually, I just used them as a category 2 though. Dill pickles is a very popular freebie. Look, then you've got dried Italian seasoning in there. You got all curry powder. There's all kinds of random things in here. Just to let you know what you can use. Are cooked carrots considered different than raw? Yes. Cooked carrots are a category 3 energy carb and must be combined with a lean protein and a fibrous carb. Baby raw carrots can be eaten as a freebie if you need them. Look, there's gum, that everything bagel seasoning. So I'm just trying to show you that there's other things in there. But the thing that I hear people use the most as freebies is dill pickle and sugar-free Jell-O. So those are the things that I hear the most. But what I really want you to do is on that worksheet that we looked at on Tuesday night is I want you to come up with 7 freebies for yourself before you check that little box off, okay? Now, the next thing we're going to have a look at is extras. We're going to look at 7 extras. 1 extra per day is allowed, but it's not necessarily expedient. Just because something is allowed doesn't mean that it's required. Keep in mind that it is better to have an approved extra than to give up a perfect day in a moment of mental weakness. It is still counted as a perfect day, and you are still an EFB, baby, efficient fat burning. Now, this is the way I like to describe an extra. It's just something a little extra. You know how we just might want that bite, that 1 bite of something while we're cooking dinner. Or we want that 1 bite of something as a dessert after dinner. Or we pick up, now this is not approved, but it might give you a little picture. When you're walking out of a restaurant and you pick up a little Andes mint. That's just something a little extra. So it really is just very small in terms of calorie. It's pretty small. So it's about 40 calories. Now, Travis has made some judgment calls, and there are a few things that I tend to use that are a little bit more on the calorie, but they're considered an extra. We'll talk about those. So what I want you to do before you check this box off is come up with 7 extras. And while we're going over these extras, you can be writing some down that you think you might be interested in. Now, keep in mind, the things that you might be interested in the beginning can change. And it might not be what you're interested in later, because I've noticed that the things that I used in the beginning I don't dislike them now. I just have moved on to something else. Well, probably, because life is like a cycle. In a year or two, I may be eating totally different things, but now I know how to eat approved foods. So let's click here and look at extras. Hey, Chris. If you said something earlier like you normally do, I just missed it, but I just saw your name pop up. It says Chris is watching, but it doesn't stay up there anymore for me to see the comments. Okay, so extras. Well, look, a 1/4 cup of Olay Mexican cheese dip is a pretty popular extra. And look, this is very important to note. It does not list this as a category 1. It does not list this as a category 4, which some cheeses like fat-free cheeses or cheeses that have a little bit more fat in them fall in those 2 other categories. But this one is not listed in one of those. This is an extra. And 1/4 cup is an extra. And then down below, it tells you how you can eat it. If you had them with some veggies, maybe some little bell pepper strips or something like that, then you could count it as 0 on the weight loss meter. If you had it with approved chips, it would count with as your snack and your extra, and it would be a +2 on the weight loss meter. Now, you could decide, let's say that you really just want to do 3, what Travis calls eating episodes in a day. If you just want to do 3 eating episodes in a day, this would count as an eating episode. You would count it as a snack and an extra, but it could be an eating episode on its own. Understanding what an episode is pretty important. An episode of something has a beginning and an end. That's really cool to understand. Okay, I'm going to eat these chips and this Olay Mexican cheese dip together. It's going to have a beginning when I start eating it. When I'm finished, the episode is over. It's kind of like watching a television show. They're episodes. They have a beginning and an end. So it's going to tell you that you are not grazing, basically. All right, so there's even some hummus right here there's several hummuses. Okay, there's some approved ice cream cones as an extra. Let's have a look at that. So let's say that you wanted to, an extra approved ice cream cones. Now, this is not very informative. It doesn't tell you which ones are approved, but let's look right here. You may have 1 to 2 of any brand ice cream cones that are 20 calories or less and fat-free as your extra for the day. So there's the rule on that. You would just need to know that little detail. Well, if you're having Halo Top ice cream and you want a cone, or you want to put it on a cone, then you could have a cone and it would be your extra. Now, if you have 2 of them, that would be basically 40 calories, right? That's why they said 1 or 2. So that's interesting to look at, those cones. Celsius, I like Celsius drinks. If you have 1, you can really just kind of call it a beverage. But if you do up to 3, you would call it an extra. You would need to call it an extra because it does have a few little calories in it. There's 10. And if you add up to 3, that's 30 calories. You're getting up there almost to the 40. You would call it an extra. But honestly, if I did more than 1 Celsius in a day, I'd be wired. But I do like them. Okay, so we're getting to kind of what I use as extras. So I really like the milk chocolate pecan clusters. I use these as an extra. This could be a snack or an extra. So do you see the little picture here? 1, if you ate 1 of those little patties, that would be an extra. But if you eat 4 of these little patties, that would be a snack. The way that this is packaged in this box is they come in packets of 2. So, if you're going to have this as an extra, what I do is I'll open it up and take 1 out and I'll eat it as an extra. Sometimes it's my dessert after a meal. I can call that an extra and have a little something sweet after a meal. I just fold the other side over and put it back in the box and have it for an extra the next day. If I wanted to eat that as a snack, I could just take out 2 full packages and eat them. Some people will take out those packages and have 2 with lunch, 2 after dinner. You can split up that extra if you need, that snack if you want to or need to. So there's several different flavors of this and they're really, really good. And we sell them in our store right there. See, when you see the green button, we sell it in our store, which does help us very, very much. If you buy it on Amazon, if you at least go, it doesn't help us as much as buying from our store does. But if you go through this button, it'll give us 2 to 4 cents back on the dollar. Now, let's say that you click on this button to get to Amazon, but then you don't put this in your cart, but you decide to buy a computer or a sweater, all the other random things that you put in your cart and purchase, Shibboleth will get credit for it. So one of the best ways to help Shibboleth is just to go through a link on our website to Amazon, and it will help us out a little bit. Christmas is coming up, and if you're ordering that way, it'd be good. Awesome. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to come down and show another extra that I use. Yeah, good to know. That's right, Denise. It's good to know. Look at all these little Brock's stuff. So look, there's Gummy Bears, there's lemon drops. Oh my goodness, I used to get lemon drops in my Easter basket. I can have the sugar-free lemon drops. Let's see, sugar-free lemon drops. So 4 pieces would be an extra for the day. I'm going to heart that out of nostalgia. Okay. There's guacamole. You've got some health-wise soups. They can be an extra. That might be a really good thing to have, you know, if you wanted to eat something at night and you're like, I need to feel like I ate something, that I've already eaten a meal. Maybe you just have a high protein soup. But one thing I like to use as an extra is this one right here. This is the Healthwise hot chocolate, and you can use it as a lean protein, a snack, an extra, or a meal replacement. So when you see something that is listed with multiple ways to use it, you often need to scroll down to the description to have a look. So I typically use this as an extra because I'll just drink one and I'll have it as an extra. But one bio coffee would be an extra, one cocoa ringa would be an extra. And this is one of those things, look, 80 calories. That's more than 40, right? Well, this is one of those things that Travis made a judgment call on and said that we could use this as an extra. I mean, it does have 15 grams of protein in it, and you can use it to sip on, and it'll last a nice long time and help you, you know, make it through maybe those moments of mental weakness. That's right. Patty Bass says, bio coffee, yum. So you can also mix it with Beverly Ump and do some other things with it. So y'all come back and read this. This is the beauty of all of this food library, that we got all the information right there at our fingertips. Do you know that some people go, nah, I don't need your program. Don't need it because I can go on the internet and figure all that out. No, you cannot. If you could have, you would have already done it. Get a membership if you don't have a membership. So it's $50 right now, and it's for a year. That's it though. If you do a program where they want you to pay monthly, it's going to cost way more than that. And that's like 17 cents a day. Okay. That's nothing. If I got that from somebody else, I didn't do the math myself. Yeah. Chris says, bingo. That's right. If you could have already done it on your own, you would have already done it. But now what really you're paying for is you're paying for 20 years of a man's life's work, all in a wonderful, wonderful website. So if you do not have a membership yet, please grab one at shibbolethdeals.com, shibbolethdeals.com, and you'll always have access to all this information. Well, you'll have to renew next year, but that's that. Okay, now let's come up to snacks, because guess what? It costs a lot to maintain this website, and they don't charge much, and it helps maintain the things. 1 snack per day is allowed, but it is not necessarily expedient. Are you seeing a pattern there? Just because something is allowed does not mean that it's great for weight loss, okay? Use it if you have to, but if you get down closer to your goal weight and you're like, well, am I not losing weight? You might have to remove a snack if you've been doing that all along and getting results. That might be one of the things you want to remove. Now, keep in mind, though, that it's better to have an approved snack than to give up a perfect day. in a moment of mental weakness. It's still counted as a perfect day. You're still an EFB, baby. You can find hundreds of approved snacks listed here, and you can have it any time of day. And as I described earlier, you could split it up too if you wanted to. So let's have a look right here. Okay, so and still y'all can use these filters. So if you needed a gluten-free snack, you can click gluten-free. You can use these filters on snacks too. Anything. If the filter's up there, you can use it. I would still double check things just to make sure, if you've got allergies, especially, because things could be wrong. So most of the time they're not, but I would still double check for my own safety. Okay, so AHS cinnamon cereal, cinnamon crisp cereal. I really like this as a snack. Now I'll eat 2 packages with some chocolate Kroger Carbmaster milk. Yeah, I just pour the chocolate on there. Makes it more fun. And I'll do that as a meal, but I can do this as a snack too. And one reason I like to do this as a snack is because it takes quite some time to eat it as a snack. And if you're really just wanting to snack, maybe while watching a television show or while driving in the car, this would take some time to eat. So that's why I like it as that. But it's a superfood. It's also a snack or a perfect pairing item. When it comes into that perfect pairing item, that's because you are pairing it with a milk. Now, most cereals you cannot eat alone, but you can eat this one alone. Can be eaten dry. And there's 2 little videos right there too about cereal in general, and then some other video. I haven't watched it. And you can buy this at the Shibboleth stores too. Okay, all nuts and seeds. If you have just a little handful, then it's a snack. You wouldn't want to go more than 200 calories for sure on nuts and seeds. No snack is over 200 calories. Now, it would need to be an approved snack. Doesn't mean you can just go eat whatever it is you want to up to 200 calories. It's an approved item. And what you'll find is that most of them are not over 200 calories. Applegate, there's chicken nuggets. Let's look at this. There's some chicken nuggets. Now, they're a 1 on the weight loss meter. See, what I want to point out about this is a snack. It doesn't say that it can be used as a category 1 or a category 4. This is used as a snack, up to 7 nuggets as a snack. Now, if you wanted to eat a snack as an eating episode, you could do that, and you could probably put some bell peppers with that or whatever. Green beans, put some green beans next to this that haven't been cooked up in some MCT oil. That'd be a freebie. You could use that as an eating episode, technically. Okay, there's a lot of Atkins products, and I really like this chocolate nut roll bar. It reminds me of a Baby Ruth, so that's really, really good, and it's in the snack category. 1 bar would be a snack. The cookies and cream bar, did I want to try that? Yeah, I think I just wanted to try that. I did buy at the store this week something new. I bought the Atkins chocolate chip cookie dough. It was new. Let's see. I know I saw it in here, but it was new. It was approved, but I don't really like them, so I won't be buying them again. But what I do really like here is this one, this peanut butter, this peanut caramel cluster bar. This reminds me of a Payday. Oh man, these things are delicious if you like Paydays. And they're a snack. Very, very good. But there's lots of things that can be snacks. Lots of, what's this bear fruit chips? Now there are 2 on the weight loss meter. Okay, so it's an energy carb or a snack. Now look, this is important. In maintenance only, you may have up to 13 chips, a category 5 or snack. So that means that they are gluten-free and almost no fat. Flavors: cinnamon, Fuji, red, granny, apple, chip, rules. I have no idea what all that means. I'm going to screenshot that. Make that more understandable. Okay, but this is a category 3. So if you're eating this with a meal, this would need to be eaten as a category 3. Why does it say a category 5 over there? Okay, see, I question everything, y'all, and you should too. And if you've got a question about something that you see, you ask that on a group called the Shibboleth Fixed It page on Facebook, okay? And you ask questions, because that is the best way to learn, because there may be a good reason. I don't assume that it's wrong. I just question it, and then I find out what the issue is. Bonitos are a great snack. Quest chips are a great snack. So the bonito bean chips are really great. Now, if you're going to make some nachos or something like that, and you want to use beans to scoop with, these are firm enough to scoop with. And that's really great about them. These are an energy carb or a snack. So if you're eating them with a meal, you would not choose, well, like if you make nachos, you're going to want to use the category 1 ground beef or category 1 chicken. You wouldn't want to put a 4 with this, okay? You can also eat this as a snack by itself if you wanted to, and it'll tell you how many chips and stuff, give you your portions amount for that. These are really good too. If you like, and this is kind of going into the void replacement topic. If you like Cheetos, like Cheeto Puffs, this is like the Cheeto Puff. These things are delicious. I really like these. Energy carbs and a snack, just like the other one. So when it's used, when you're using it as part of a meal, you would want to call that an energy carb, so that you make sure that you don't put any protein plus fat with it. Okay, I'm gonna try to look at some other random things tonight that I don't usually look at. Let's look at this. I don't know what this is. Better than good snacks protein puffs. It's a snack, a meal replacement, or a perfect pairing item. It's a -1 on the weight loss meter. We could find it on Amazon. So they're little balls, like little veggie protein puffs. You know how sometimes you find those little veggie sticks? They're not approved. I mean, you might make sure that they're approved, but this would be something similar to that right there. Up to 200 calories as a snack is a 0 on the weight loss meter meal. I mean, weight loss meter. Up to 2 bags is a meal replacement. 1 bag is a perfect pairing with any meal combination that doesn't include a category 3 or 5. I think I might actually, I'm going to add that to my might want to try grocery list. You know what I'm going to do right now? This will be something new. I'm going to make myself an Amazon grocery list, because this is not available in our store. I would put that in my bag for our store, but I want to check that out, because I do like little snacks like that. So I'm glad I clicked there. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, now right now this trail bites kind of looked interesting to me. Now my eyes automatically went over to this blue box. This is the weight loss meter. My first thought was that's a +1 on the weight loss meter. And in weight loss mode, I really tried to stick with things that were negative, because there's plenty of them. But since I'm in maintenance, I still try to make good decisions. It is approved. It's a 1. I'm just showing you the thought process that I'm going through. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to buy it. It's just a thought process. So it's a snack. Perfect pecan thing. Okay, yeah, I'm not interested in that. Okay, so you might have been. Look, boiled peanuts. Anybody like boiled peanuts? Boiled peanuts are a -1. It's a superfood or a snack. 1.5 handfuls as a 0 weight loss meter snack, or 3 handfuls as a -1 weight loss meter meal. So you can have boiled peanuts. Now, see, here's the thing. Here's what I really want us to understand. See, before, if you like to eat boiled peanuts, what you probably would have done before is you probably would have had breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then just eaten peanuts, eating boiled peanuts kind of, as a snack, or 2 or 3. Now what you would do is you'd go, okay, I'm wanting boiled peanuts today. Am I going to eat them as a snack in addition to my other food? Or might I like to eat them just as my meal? Now, are you going to do that kind of thing every day? No, but it is nice to know what you can do with that. Like I was describing last night, eating that bread pudding as a meal because I could, because of the way that we make that on Shibboleth, it worked out as a meal. And I got to eat that as a meal 2 times. The serving, I mean, the recipe makes 4. I ate one as a snack one day. My husband ate one, and then I ate 2 as a meal. So right here, it just gives you the opportunity to not have to think so hard about things. Used to, we'd eat a whole bunch of food and then have some snacks on top of that. Now we can just basically feel like we're getting our snacky thing, but use it as a meal, and we get the taste that we want with the results that we want. Okay, I saw some more sugar-free things. There's some sugar-free gummy bears. Now that was also in the extra realm too. So let's see, it's a snack or an extra. So 6 gummy bears is an extra, or 11 gummy bears as a snack. I'm going to heart that. I like gummy bears. Okay. And as you can see, I don't really go through here just, seeking out lots and lots of things I can eat. I don't need thousands of items to choose to eat. I just, oh, look, if you like beer, I've never mentioned beer on here before, but look, I just saw it. It's a snack. 1 to 2 beer counts as a snack. It's a +2 on the weight loss meter. I would not say that this is good for weight loss, okay? But if you want to like beer and it's the weekend and you think, I'm going to have a perfect day, but I'm going to add a snack, then you can add a snack. Okay, the Carbilite Ice Cream. It's a snack or an extra. This I use a lot. Up to 12 ounces is a snack, and that's a big snack. Or 2 ounces is an extra. But what I do with this actually is I put it in my Oikos 000 vanilla yogurt. So I can mix a little 1 tablespoon of this into my Oikos 000 yogurt. It helps me eat the yogurt that way because I don't like yogurt. But if I put this in there, it makes it more like a mousse, gives it a little bit of sweetness. It's sweeter than it already comes because that Oikos 000 vanilla is pretty sweet anyway. But then I add that other in there and it makes it even better. And I like the texture better and everything about it better. And it's so low calorie, like 32 grams, 32 calories for 40 grams, which is actually quite a bit. Okay, so I love this, and we sell this at our store. And I want to show you. If you click on the store and I click on that little green button that says find it in our store, you can come down here and you can choose your flavors. We've got chocolate and cookies and cream, peanut butter, and vanilla. And the bag lasts a very long time. Now, if you were to purchase this, that bag is not going to have instructions on it. So what I'm going to do real quick is pop over here and go to the, I'm going to look this up in the, well, I was in the food library. What am I doing? Let me click there. I'm going to click there, but watch this. Scroll down. There's the recipes. This is how you make the ice cream. That's how you make it. It's pretty easy. Okay, so let's see. Look, low-fat cottage cheese, fat-free cottage cheese can be a snack. Chili cow light ice cream with protein. It's a +1 on the weight loss meter. Chili cow light ice cream with protein bars. It's +1. But you just kind of come through here, and if you wanted to, you could just kind of do this. Watch this. Let me go back to the top. Let's put all this and let's eliminate anything that's a 0 or a positive number. Let's check that out. Let's find snacks that work in that list. Okay. So that changes up my list a little bit. And now you can see I like this much better. I should be doing that all along. Gives us all of the negative numbers rather than there. You look, there's your bio coffee. Now it's a negative. Oh, I want to show y'all something though. I'm gonna click on this bio coffee. See how it shows a -3? If you come down here though, it says 1 packet alone is half a snack or an extra with a 0 weight loss meter. How is it that it says up there -3? Well, it would be used as one of these ways down here that you can read to make a -3 weight loss meter meal. But when you're using it as a snack or an extra, it's not a negative. And look, 2 full packets is a +1 on the weight loss meter. One day I taught Patty how to have 6 bio coffees in a day one time, and it really wasn't great for weight loss, was it, Patty? She had to quit doing that. But she was really loving that bio coffee. Now I think she does a reasonable amount of one. Okay, we're going to hop off of that, and we are going to head back over to the fast track laps and look at meal replacements now. Now, meals are a perfect combination of fiber, protein, carbs, etc., that make up a complete meal. In weight loss mode, it is best to use -2, -3 meal replacements. Okay, so I have this linked to -2, -3 meal replacements. Okay, so see right here, if I hover my little mouse right over that line, do you see how that little black box popped up? That's the range. So I already have it set for you because I only want you exploring in there. Now, what a meal replacement is it takes the place of a meal. Now, I say that, and many of you are probably like, duh, I I didn't know. I don't know why that never registered with me. I would eat things that people would have called meal replacements. I just eat them as a snack or whenever I wanted it. Why did I do that? I had no standards by which to plan my day. I had no standards by which to plan my day. Now I do, and I stick with the standards because I like the results that I got living the Shibboleth lifestyle, and I stick with it because I want to keep the results that I got. I lost 50 pounds in about 5 months, and now that's been off for over 2 years now. Okay, so one of the things that I use as a meal replacement is the AHS pancakes. And I'll do 2 packages as a meal replacement. I'll use, I can't believe it's not butter spray if I'm wanting butter, but sometimes I just forego the butter because I will use syrup, and then I really can't taste that little spray butter that much. But if I'm wanting to taste butter, I will use the Brummel and Brown yogurt butter. And honestly, if you do just a thin little layer, that's not that many calories. You could still use some sugar-free syrup. So you just have to play around with that and get if you want butter and syrup. So snacks, meal replacement, and perfect pairing. So you can use it 3 different ways. You can buy this in our store. It's a -3 on the weight loss meter. Whenever you see this, typically that's going to be eaten at its the least damaging way. Okay. If you eat it as a meal, like right here, 2 packages as a meal is a -3 on the weight loss meter. But look, if you just did 1 package alone as a snack, that's a +1 on the weight loss meter. So when you see something super low up there, you might want to come down here and see how that is, which way to use it at that lowest weight loss meter. This is one, and you can also have 1 package with half a cup of egg whites as a -3 weight loss meter meal. 1 package with 1 egg or 2 pieces of sausage as a -2 weight loss meter meal. There's a couple of videos right there for you. Okay, I want to try to click on some different things. Okay, I have never seen this Bootylicious high protein muffin. It's a -2 on the weight loss meter. Okay, it's a meal replacement. It's also gluten-free. Nutrition here is for blueberry, but all flavors are approved. Okay, well, you know what? That sounds interesting. I'm just going to add it there. 1 muffin. Now, I don't know how this compares to the Mighty Muffin, but the Mighty Muffin I know is a -3 on the weight loss meter meal. But let's say for some reason that you don't like the flavor or the texture or something else of that, then this might be one that you want to try. I'm going to heart it just so it'll put it in my thing. Let's find something new. Okay, I'm just going to point out something else that's interesting. Do you see this Doterra whey protein? You know, Doterra is one of those essential oil companies. And what I love about Shibboleth, see, we're not trying to keep people from doing other things because the lifestyle is the most important thing. And out of the 5 things that we do every day, only one of them has to do with what you're actually eating. One has to do with drinking your water. One is with writing your food down. One is what you're eating. The other is your portion control, and the other is your timing, giving your body a break between meals to digest and not overeating, grazing all day. But when it comes to the realm of what you can eat, we don't discriminate against anything. So I've seen Optavia products in here, Slim Fast, Atkins, doTERRA, Plexus. I've seen Arbonne. I mean, I've seen all the products in here because we'll look at it, and if it will work for our guidelines, we'll put it in here. And so that's one of those little things. So if you use doTERRA, so it's a snack and it's a meal replacement. 1 scoop is a snack or 2 scoops as a meal. As a snack, it's on the 0 on the weight loss meter. In fact, most things that show this as is going to be your meal replacement, most things pop up to a 0 or more using it as a snack. Why? Because we want you to be able to make a good decision. Oh, you know what? It's a 0 on the weight loss meter. Maybe I shouldn't eat that snack. So if you need to or want to, you can, but it gives you the opportunity to make the best decision by us giving you that additional information. Okay, if you like cappuccino, this is a good product right here. It's a high protein cappuccino. Look, it can be used as a lean protein, a snack, an extra, or a meal replacement. And you come down here and it's usually, it's similar to the description and how you would use the high protein hot chocolate. Health-wise also has a pancake mix, but the good thing about this is it can be used the same way as that other one, but watch this. When I click find this in our store, we have flavors. Chocolate chip pancakes, they just happen to be out right now. You've got the regular flavor and the pumpkin spice flavor. So you've got other flavors right there. This Alfredo pasta, the macaroni and cheese, all these health-wise products sell great. There's an isogenics product. Let's see, Kirkland, isn't that Sam's product? Let's see that. So Kirkland's protein bars, snacks, up to 1 a day or meal replacement. 1 bar as a meal or a snack. So, you know, if that's something that you wanted to try, you could, oh, it says it's at Costco. Okay. So you could try that. So it's just fun. This is fun. You are on a nutritional adventure and you're exploring. You are exploring and you're going to find these little golden nuggets that you love to enjoy. There's Jimmy Dean Delights. There's another Jimmy Dean product, Power Crunch bar and milk. The right kind of milk. You got to do the high protein milk, either the Kroger Carb Master or the fat-free Fairlife. But you know, there's all kinds of things in here that you can use. So we're going to hop off that. Those meal replacements, I want you to at least find 7 that you'd be interested in eating. Now, are we a eat meal replacements type of lifestyle? No. We really go and start off by teaching you whole foods and how they combine properly in order to make really high quality, nutritious meals. But in today's time, people do like quick and easy. And so that's why we show you all those other things too. See, on this lifestyle, we meet each individual person where they are on their journey. You know, if you are eating, you know, Little Caesars pizza and breadsticks every single day on Pop-Tarts for breakfast and ice cream for dinner and all of that, you are probably not going to go eat clean, bro, within 1 day. You got to figure out how to back away from that other kind of stuff. And then you can continue to advance in that. But we want to meet you where you are. We want to show you how to Eat some of the things that you're used to eating, but in a way that'll help you, not hurt you, and put these new habits into play while you're still also enjoying yourself. Because if you had to go from doing that to I'm doing this, you may not stick with that other thing. That's why Shibboleth is practical, sustainable, and fun. Now, if you're hardcore and you're like, I only do organic and I only do this and I only do that, then we're for you too. There's the variety. See, Shibboleth is called My Shibboleth. We give you all the options. You then choose how to use those within the guidelines of Shibboleth. But there's a lot of variety there. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to check out is void replacements. Now, honestly, when we go over these void replacements, these are really things that are freebies, extra snacks, and meal replacements. It's just that they're filling a void maybe that you're missing. Maybe you're missing ice cream. Maybe you're missing a cake or a cookie or chips. Well, we've seen tonight that some chips can be eaten as a meal replacement. Are you going to do that every single day? No, but maybe you want to sit down and have some chips and you just want to eat them as a meal replacement. You can do that. You just got to find the right things to eat. Okay, so check here to find approved replacements. Approved. Did I say approved? Approved replacements for some of your favorite things to avoid having an unplanned holiday. So the void replacements page is actually right here in this green button. Like I've told y'all several times this week, this green button is going to be one of your favorites. So what the first thing that you can do is just simply scan down through all these little things. And if we have found things that are replacements for Three Musketeers candy bar or replacements for a brownie, then what you do is you click on brownie, do not eat it. I love that it tells you that too. Then it gives you all of these different options. And this this Atkins Indulge Nutty Fudge Brownie is delicious. Then you've got the Birch Benders Double Chocolate Brownie a la cup, bunch of Eat Me guilt-free ones, the Pillsbury sugar-free brownie mix. I made that. I didn't like it. What is this? Caramel brownie bites. So, Oh, it's a +1 on the weight loss meter. Y'all know it just turned me off a little bit. Because why? Because I already like plenty of Atkins things that are -1s. But anyway, that's still better than having a brownie that brings you out of efficient fat burning. And then you go, okay, I don't even know. What am I going to eat for butter now? Well, you've already heard me mention a couple of times this week, Brummel and Brown yogurt butter. And then there's ghee clarified butter, Organic Valley ghee clarified butter. And there's also, I can't believe it's not butter spray. You can use that. Now, if I went over into the food library though, and I typed in butter, I may even come up with more options than that. So the other way that you can search for things on this is right up here. Maybe I type in ice cream. And then, okay, so it says, it just brings up Mayfield vanilla ice cream. Honestly, that listing could probably just say ice cream, but there you go. There's all of these different options. There's that Carbilite one that I talked about. I've eaten this Breyer's, good. It's real good. I like the chocolate better than the vanilla. I like the Halo Top. I like this Enlightened. I haven't tried the Edie's, but I would. I'd eat all of that. But if you're looking for something specific, just like a general topic, you can do that. So maybe you want cheese. I'm gonna say I've never typed that in there before. Let's see, what do we get? Okay, cheese balls, cheese crackers, and macaroni and cheese. Cheese balls. Do not eat it. You can eat all of these options. I like this K's natural stuff. It's really good. The Robert Irvine stuff is typically really good. Okay. That looks interesting. We sell some Fit Crunch stuff in the store, not that particular product. Let's see, cheese crackers, don't eat those. You would eat Chetty's or the Imagine Cheese Stars or Pure Protein Cheesy Crackers or Stacy's Cheese Petites. Let's see what Stacy's Cheese Petites. Oh, I like these. I see these in Kroger all the time. That looks good. So as a category 3, it'd be a 0 on the weight loss meter. As a snack, it'd be a +1. I probably wouldn't buy them. Let's see what else we got right here. You can have one bag as a -1 weight loss meter category 6 or a 0 weight loss meter snack. Or if you'd like to have these as a side with a sandwich, you may count 1 handful as a category 3. Those are good options. I like that. You know what? I'm going to click more info. I'm going to heart that because that looks like something people would be interested in. And I click might want to try. See, I have my little grocery list in here. Might want to try. Isn't this fun? Don't y'all just love this? Or am I the only person that just loves this much? Macaroni and cheese. Do not eat it. You can use the AHS macaroni and cheese. Now look, I want to point this out. AHS macaroni and cheese, if you eat this as a meal, you can get it down there to -3 in the weight loss meter meal. Now, y'all, I'm talking about that, but I also don't want you to become over obsessed with that either. Anything in the negative is, is good for weight loss, because you don't want to limit your options either if you don't have to in finding things. Fiber Gourmet mac and cheese. This stuff is really, really good. We sell this in our store too. And then Tattooed Chef macaroni and cheese. There's lots of different options for macaroni and cheese. Do y'all have anything in particular that you're looking for that I could look up for you? Anything that y'all think you might be missing on the Shibboleth lifestyle? If I've got some new folks here, you might be thinking, am I going to be able to eat so-and-so? Am I going to be able to eat this? Feel free to type it in. Otherwise, we'll just hop off of here tonight. And then tomorrow morning, I'll do the Shibby show around 7:30, 7:40-ish in the mornings. And then tomorrow night, we will be going over the advanced combination chart. We'll be looking at restaurant guide, wow challenges, and how to use the video library to your benefit. I hope that y'all have enjoyed it. Lap 5 tonight. And my prayer for you as we go is keep them safe day and night. Give them courage, strength, and might. Hey, Tiara, where do I find the Shibby show? Okay, so if you want to watch it live, it's 7:30, 7:40-ish in the mornings on Eastern time on the public Facebook page. So what you'd want to do is you'd want to like the public Facebook page and then set your notifications to all lives. But if you want to find it on the website, let me show you real quick how to do that. Where I'd really love for you to watch it is in your journal. Okay, your journal. It will show up right here. Hey, Greta, I love exploring the food options. I love Shibboleth. Thanks, Kim. I appreciate you. So you're welcome. Thank you, Greta. I appreciate that. And me too. I love it too. So your journal video will actually show up right here. My video would every day. But if you're not seeing my most recent journal video showing up right here in your journal, what this means is that you've got a backup of journal videos. So what I would do is I would try to go into my journal each day and watch a video and get those caught up. Make sure that you mark yes, because if you mark yes, it'll catch it up. Well, let's say that you're not really ready to go in and watch those videos yet and catch them all up. You can go to the video library, Tiara, go to the video library, and in the silver level group, I clicked on silver right there. If you will scroll all the way down here to journal videos, that's where the Shibby show is. Okay. The other way to find the Shibby show, because I mark all these videos when I put them into the website with the keywords Shibby show. You could just type in Shibby show and it would pull them up too. So there's 391 videos in there, right? Because, well, I've done them almost every day for 2 years. So there's 391 videos in there. Not every day, Monday through Friday, that you can watch. And that's where you find those. So I hope that y'all have a great night. I'll see you in the morning for the Shibby show. What the Shibby show is just a morning motivation, daily devotion, and just a focus for your day. Set your intentions before you get going for the day. And we just come together to do that, and we do it together as a community. And then I'll see y'all back here tomorrow night. Even though it's Friday night, let's learn something cool. Bye, everybody.